In the glamorous yet chaotic world of celebrity culture, no name resonates quite like Can Yaman. Over the years, he has transformed from a promising Turkish actor into a global sensation, adored in countries far beyond his homeland. From Rome to Madrid, from Milan to Buenos Aires, his face has graced magazine covers, billboards, and television screens. He has been hailed as the symbol of modern Turkish stardom, someone who successfully carried the flame of Turkish drama across borders. But in a shocking twist, after years of building an extraordinary career abroad, especially in Italy, Can Yaman has now returned to Turkey. And the world is asking the same burning question: why? At first, speculation ran wild. Was it for family? For career? For love? For unfinished business? Fans across the globe shared their theories, dissecting every clue, every cryptic social media post, and every subtle move he made. But after weeks of silence, Can Yaman finally broke the silence himself, and his revelation stunned everyone. The rise of a global star. To understand the weight of this decision, we must first revisit the journey that took Can away from Turkey in the first place. His career skyrocketed after Erkenci Kuş, the romantic comedy that paired him with Demet Özdemir and turned both into household names. The series wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural phenomenon, propelling Can into the international spotlight. Soon after, he was invited to Italy, where he became an overnight sensation. Fans waited outside hotels, lined up at airports, and filled theaters just to catch a glimpse of him. Italian producers courted him, international brands signed him, and suddenly, he wasn't just Turkey's heartthrob, he was Europe's leading man. For years, Can embraced this global adventure. He learned Italian fluently, starred in local productions, attended high-profile charity events, and even became a symbol of cultural exchange between Turkey and Europe. From the outside, it looked like he had everything: fame, success, and adoration. The cracks behind the glamour. But behind the flashing cameras, Can struggled with something deeper. Friends close to him revealed that he often felt torn between the glitter of his international success and the roots that shaped him. Living abroad meant distance from family, old friends, and the culture that had raised him. It meant constant scrutiny, isolation in luxury hotel rooms, and a sense of disconnection from the simple life he once knew. At times, Can admitted to feeling like a character in someone else's story, celebrated but not truly understood. Rumors also swirled about clashes with producers, disagreements over projects, and the loneliness of carrying the weight of stardom far from home. The pull of home. So why return to Turkey now? According to Can's own words, the answer lies in one powerful truth: home never stops calling. In his first candid remarks after his return, Can admitted that no amount of fame could replace the sense of belonging he feels in his homeland. He spoke of missing the streets of Istanbul, the warmth of Turkish culture, the comfort of family dinners, and the connection with fans who have supported him since day one. It's not about leaving success behind, he explained. It's about finding balance. I've realized that no matter how far I go, a part of me always belongs here. The personal side of the story. Of course, fans immediately began to speculate if love also played a role. Was his return connected to Demet Özdemir, the co-star with whom he shared undeniable chemistry? Or was it tied to new relationships, or perhaps old wounds he wanted to heal? While Can did not confirm or deny any romantic motivation, insiders suggest that emotional factors were certainly part of the decision. His connections in Turkey, both personal and professional, remain strong, and returning gives him the chance to rebuild bonds that distance had strained. A career reset. On a professional level, Can's return also signals a new chapter in his career. Turkey's television industry remains one of the most powerful in the world, exporting dramas to more than 150 countries. By coming back, Can positions himself once again at the heart of an industry that shaped him, with opportunities to take on ambitious new roles that could further cement his legacy. Producers have already lined up with offers, eager to feature him in both national and international co-productions. Rumors suggest he is considering projects that blend Turkish storytelling with global platforms like Netflix and Disney+, allowing him to merge his international fame with his local roots. The fans' emotional reaction. The announcement of his return sent shockwaves across social media. Fans flooded Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok with emotional posts. Some expressed joy, saying they had prayed for his return. Others worried that this might mean the end of his European chapter. But overwhelmingly, the reaction was one of excitement, because no matter where Can goes, his fans follow. In Turkey, his return was celebrated as a homecoming. In Italy and Spain, fans expressed heartbreak but promised to continue supporting him from afar. The global fan community once again proved just how deeply invested people are in Can Yaman's life, not just as an actor, but as a symbol of hope, passion, and resilience. Breaking the silence. When Can finally broke the silence and revealed his reasons, his words carried the weight of honesty. He admitted that he needed Turkey now more than ever, not as a retreat from success, but as a way to reconnect with himself. "I have achieved things I never dreamed of," he said. "But success means nothing if you lose yourself along the way. Returning to Turkey is my way of remembering who I am, where I come from, and what truly matters." The legacy of his return. The real reason behind his return isn't just about geography, it's about identity. Can Yaman's story is not just the tale of a man chasing fame. It's the story of someone who, despite reaching international stardom, realized that the truest measure of success is being at peace with yourself. And for him, that peace can only be found where it all began, in Turkey. For fans, this revelation was both shocking and inspiring. It reminded them that even the brightest stars are human, with hearts that long for home, love, and meaning. What comes next? Can's return raises exciting questions about the future. Will he reunite with old co-stars? Will he collaborate with Demet Özdemir again, giving fans the reunion they have been dreaming of? Or will he surprise everyone with a completely new direction? Whatever happens, one thing is certain: Can Yaman's return to Turkey is not the end of his story, it's the beginning of a new chapter. And this chapter promises to be just as thrilling, dramatic, and unforgettable as everything that came before. What makes Can Yaman's decision so impactful is the way it reflects a universal truth: no matter how far we go in life, there is always something pulling us back to our roots. His return is not just about a change of location, it is about identity, healing, and rediscovering balance. In Turkey, he is not just a celebrity walking through crowded airports, he is someone's son, someone's friend, someone who belongs. That sense of belonging cannot be replicated in foreign countries, no matter how glamorous they may be. For many of his fans, this revelation became personal. They saw in Can's words a reflection of their own struggles, between ambition and family, between chasing dreams and preserving authenticity. His honesty inspired them, proving that vulnerability is not weakness, but strength. In fact, by admitting that he needed to return home, Can Yaman reminded the world that even stars have fragile hearts, and even legends long for something deeper than applause. In many ways, Can Yaman's return to Turkey feels less like an ending and more like a homecoming chapter in a long-running saga. It is a reminder that success abroad can elevate a career, but fulfillment often lies in familiar streets, familiar faces, and the culture that shaped you. For fans, his choice resonates as both shocking and inspiring, a declaration that even the brightest stars must sometimes step back to find their true light. And now, all eyes are on Can, waiting to see how this decision will redefine not only his career, but also his destiny.